Now I'm going to take my pencil and trace this circle, and I'm going to do 10 on each piece of construction paper. Okay, so now that I've traced 10 on each of my two colors of construction paper, and I'm going to take my scissors and carefully cut them out so that I have 20 circles. Now I've got 20 different circles, so I've got 10 in the dark pink and 10 in the light pink. And the next step is I'm going to take that original template with the circle of the triangle inside, and I'm going to cut out the triangle. Again, neatness counts. And then I'm going to use my pencil to trace that triangle into each of the 20 circles. Okay, and don't just guess, you need to trace it the best you can. The triangle should be touching the circle on all three sides, because it's gonna, in the construction, it's gonna be really important that it's exactly that size. Okay, so I'm gonna do that now. 20 questions and write them inside of each triangle. So I can use a pencil, a marker, a crayon, however I wanna do it. So I know the first question was, when's your birthday? So on this triangle, I'm gonna put a number 1, and then I'm gonna write my birthday, which is October 27th, okay? Nice and big so that anyone can read it from the looking at the personality sphere. All right, and then if you want to go ahead and outline that in marker or crayon, you can. And if you have extra time before it's time to construct it, this is when you can decorate these outside parts of the triangle. So maybe I want to outline my birthday in a color that I like green. And then maybe I want to just decorate those with some stripes or some polka dots, or because it's my birthday, I could do birthday candles, something like that. Whatever, if you have time, you're going to have time to decorate those, okay? So it'll look colorful and creative. So to each of these 20 circles, I'm going to write down an answer to one of the personality questions, all right? And then you'll be ready for the next step. So after you have all of your 20 questions answered, the next step is to fold. So we're going to take our 20 triangles and we're going to fold these outside tabs in, and we're folding on the triangle line, okay? So let's see if I can kind of aim this down and show you how. So the line is here, so I'm going to fold in on the line the best I can. Okay, so there's one, okay? And then the bottom one can come up like that, fold it, crease it good, and then that last one comes in like this. Okay, so on the inside I have a triangle with my information, and then those outside tabs might be decorated. Okay, so you can kind of fold it up and it looks like a piece of pizza. Okay, so that next step then is to fold in on the triangles for each of the 20 circles. So I'm going to do that now. So now I've got all my 20 triangles folded. Oh, I missed one. And then I'm going to be ready for the construction. So once I'm ready to construct my sphere, I am going to start with the top section. So for the top section, I'm going to need 5 different circles. So I'm going to take 3 of one color and 2 of the other. And it really doesn't matter which questions are answered on these, so you're just going to start with 5. I'm going to push the other ones out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to start with these 5 triangles, and I'm going to lay them out so that they're all pointing in the same direction. So this is going to be pointing up, pointing up, pointing up, and the sides are going to go like this, and then I'm going to glue them together. Glue bottle is really important for this project. Glue stick doesn't usually stick good enough. But of course with the glue bottle, you want to make sure that you're using not too much and just the right amount. So a few little squiggles here. Okay, I'm going to press it onto the next one. Hold it like this for a few seconds. Okay, and then it's side by side and they're both pointing up. Okay, so that was alternating colors, light pink to dark pink. So now I'm going to go to the right side of the dark pink circle. Go ahead and put a little glue on that one. And then glue on the light pink. Okay, again, so they're Oops, hold it for a second. Okay, and then they're all kind of pointing up. So they're all kind of pointing to the center, like flower petals. And now it's time for another dark pink. Add some glue. This glue isn't working very well. Add the dark pink. Okay, pointing to the center. Hold it for a second. All right, and then the tricky one is the last one, number 5. Because when we add the 5th one, okay, it's going to look like you're missing one, and you're going to want to add a 6th one, but that is not the instruction. Oops. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm on this 4th triangle here. I'm going to put some glue. Maybe. Hang on. It's the same color. That's okay. Remember, we had 3 dark pink and 2 light pink, so 2 colors are going to have to be next to each other. Okay, but now instead of adding a 6th one to fill in the gap, we're going to glue the 1st and the 5th ones together, and it kind of pops up in the center and becomes 3D, and it's going to become like the top of the sphere. Some glue on here. Okay, push those together and it kind of pops up like that. Okay, like a tent. So this is 5 circles glued together. Okay, kind of looks like a little hat. Right? And that's going to be the top of the sphere. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing to make the bottom of the sphere. So we're going to have one that's on top and one that's on bottom. So for my bottom, I'm going to go ahead and grab 3 light pink circles and 2 dark pink circles. Okay, and then I'm going to glue them together in the same way so that they're all pointing the same direction, pointing up in the center, light pink to dark pink. Hold it there for a second. Dark pink to light pink. Okay, you get the idea. So I'm going to go around until I have another little hat just like my top. Okay, so I'm just finishing up the bottom part of the sphere. And you really want to make sure that you take a few seconds to hold the flaps together as they're being glued so that it sticks. Because others are just going to pop right open again. Okay? So now I have a top and a bottom. I'm just ready to do the middle. Okay? So for the middle, I'm going to use the rest, of all my triangles, which should be, or my circles, which should be 10, because I did 5 for the top and 5 for the bottom. So now I have 10, and I'm going to do alternating colors. And instead of pointing them all in the same direction this time, like pointing up, we're actually going to alternate. Okay, so it's going to go dark pink, point up, light pink, point down. Dark pink, point up, light pink, point down. So instead of doing a circle, when you glue them together, it's going to be just one long row of 10. Okay, so on this first one, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue, a little too much. Glue on my light pink, put a little glue here, and then dark pink. Okay, so it's going to start making like a line. See, points up, points down, points up. So I'm going to have a light pink pointing down. Forget to take those few seconds to hold them so that the glue sticks. Okay, so now I have a row of 4. Dark pink points up, light pink points down, and so on. Okay, so now I'm on dark pink. Pointing up. And light pink pointing down. So again, I'm going to do 10 of these in a row, and it's going to make a straight line, and that's going to be my center. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that. All right, so now I just put my 10 circles all together, and you can see they're in a straight line. Okay, one after the other, like this, pointing up, pointing down, pointing up, pointing down. All right, so I've got my top and my bottom. I've got my middle section. So the last step in constructing this middle section, it's still a little damp here, but it's going to be to take the ends and bring them together to form a circle. So you want to make sure that you get the correct tabs together, so that when you have your circle at the top, you're going to want 5 flat tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's where you're going to attach your top and bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 tabs together. Hold it for a few seconds. Okay, so I'm going to have 5 flat tabs on the top, and then 5 flat tabs on the bottom. And then that last step is going to be to go ahead and put the top and the bottom on, okay? So I've got these 5 dark pink flat tabs. I'm going to put a few drops of glue on each one. That's way too much. I'm going kind of fast for time's sake. I know you'll be neater. Okay, so now I'm going to take one of my little tops and I'm going to match the tabs up. Okay, so take your time. Be neat. Hold them together for a few seconds. Okay, almost done. So there's the top. Make sure that's sticking. I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Looks kind of cool inside. Looks like Epcot Center at Disney World. That'd be a really fancy hat. Okay, and then I have my 5 light pink circles, tabs there. Go ahead, quickly add a little glue. Oh yeah, let's just get messy here. Okay, and I'm going to add that last part on here. Match up the tabs. And that's pretty much it. So now I've used my 20 circles. See, the alternating colors looks pretty cool. All right, and then we're going to, when it's all dry, we'll punch a hole in this and we'll hang it from fishing line and we'll hang it from the coat hooks. And your parents can come in and find yours and look at all the answers to your questions, and it'll be a pretty cool decoration for open house on Thursday. So I hope you enjoyed making the personality sphere, and then after Thursday night you'll be able to take it home and you can display it at home, maybe in your bedroom or something. And if you need to go back and watch any part of the video, you can do that. So have fun, and don't forget to clean up your mess. Recycle your scraps. Bye.